there's a Dion's question. How do you know that you're following your passion? For me, I knew I was following my passion once I felt a sense of peace within. I'll wait till she stops. So yeah, so I knew I was following my passion once I had a sense of peace within. You know, growing up, my cousins exposed me to music at an early age. They would watch MTV, BET, things like that. That's how I developed a love for music. Until I took my first graphic design class in high school, that's when I developed a love for graphic design and editing videos and messing with Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop and stuff like that. And so as I got older, that infatuation or that passion for those things kept growing and growing and growing, regardless of whatever I did. You know, even though I thought about going to school for business, when until somebody put me on saying, "Hey, we have a program for graphic design," which was my passion. That's when I chose to go that route. I changed my major from business to graphic design upon visiting A&T before I got there for freshman orientation and stuff like that. And even to this day, even though my occupation has absolutely nothing to do with graphic design and music, I still use that as a means to an end. I still use my primary job to fund those things. You know, well, I use my job to fund things like Adobe products and music software and stuff like that. So it goes back. I forgot who said it, but it goes back to what I think Marcus said. Marcus said, you know, regardless of what happens in your life, you're going to follow your passion. It's just fate. Like it's going to catch at some point. And Dominique, we had this conversation not too long ago. Like, no matter how often we try to shape these things in our life, they still come back to us. Like I've seen you play ever since college. You know, I saw you sing the national anthem for the first time. I saw you perform in the mall. Like I've seen these things, and I could probably run down a lot of situations for each member of the podcast. Like I was there for these situations. I know what you're passionate about, but yet what we do for a living may not line up with that. But to go to, I agree with Marcus 1,000%. Like if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. You're going to find a way to make it happen. So I encourage everybody, not just onesies and twosies here and there. I encourage everybody, like, yo, if you're super passionate about it, God put all of us on this earth for a reason. We all have our own individual assignment. So I encourage everybody to go out there and figure out what that assignment is, because if you don't know the domino effect that may have, because if you don't do your part, it may affect somebody else doing their part. You know, so that's just something to be cognizant of. But yes, I think more times than not, if I had to throw a percentage out there, I'd probably say 70 to 80% of the people out there are working a job that has absolutely nothing to do with their passion. However, I do feel like more people are using their primary job to fund their passions and using it to fund their side hustles and stuff like that. That's just my spiel.